I would expect at this point a pretty even spread. That south side of the map, we've seen multiple times in the past, was typically kind of a heavy drop at that little village in the southeast corner. But I'm going to be honest, based on what I've seen from Scrim games, Frosty Flights is typically a pretty heavy drop. Wailing Woods, the corners of the map have quite a few materials. Plus those Stormwings, Jack, especially for mid-game rotations, are very important. It's not going to get you all the way past, let's say, Circle 6, Circle 7. At that point, maybe things are a little too tight. You have a moving circle and people are going to start maybe shooting you out of the air.
Yeah.
But a Stormwing will get you pretty far. But with scrimmage games and skirmish events like this, player count does not drop early. So you might be avoiding a lot of early game fights, but that doesn't mean you're out of the heat with a Stormwing.
Looks like Closey landed just outside Lucky here, this very south side of the map. You see the top right of your screen. 100 players remaining, 52 was left. The new update that came out in the patch notes, the bush.
St. Jacob, no shield between the two of them, but quite an arsenal here. A purple suppressed sniper rifle, that purple grenade launcher, 4 boogie bombs, which have come in clutch in very close range 1v1s we saw during warm-ups. Early elimination, Devious taken out. Oh, actually, Devious and his duo.
He might have get both right there, yeah. And now, you hear that Stormwing coming on in. He's going to have to back on up for the moment. As both players jump on out, they want to get involved in this fight. Only 4 shotgun shots left. He's going to have to be quite accurate with these. Heavy sniper rifle and just busts through one of these walls, through one of these areas to take down this 2v1. It seems like they're a little bit hesitant to do so as of yet. Again, in these tournament environments, changes a little bit of how people play. There, they finally do get a tag on the player just on the other side. Shots coming on in, and there goes Zyzek as he goes down to the hands of Ziff. That was their plan all along. They knew he was by himself, and they finally cleaned him up. Entrant, and here's a replay that happened. Aiden and Butter in a fight with Slobbings and FPS. You see Aiden dropping on in, gets up close and personal. Gets knocked, though, so it's up to Butter to make the clutch play. And watch this, folks. This man wasn't prepared to play in this, comes here to just test the servers, and then now saves Aiden, one of the best players in the world.
Around underneath, he does have a trap there. See if he can bait them into it. Looks like his position is known. He's going to have to try and build some ramps to defend. The shots coming through Harmful and Nick both making connections, and Butter goes down. He was able to save Aiden in the previous engagement, but this time around, Nick Merckx.
14 walls or structures in total right now between the metal wood and Ricky has. A nice shot onto Ghoul. That puts him at 2 limbs. As we take one final look at Tilted Towers, but now over to 72 Hours and his duo teammate. Not a fun spot to be in at all, it appears.
So he's getting eliminated dark, picking up the first elim from Self and 72 Hours, and they do have Cease's teammate kind of stuck in a 1-by-1 in there.
Jump right on into some of the action that we missed before. Here's some really good pressure coming out of Nekops and his partner, making sure he uses that sniper to close off the wall. And the gray tack shotgun, it gets a lot of flak, but in the early game, that high rate of fire allows him to put down a ton of pressure on unshielded opponents, and it rips through them. Able to convert on this 1v2 situation, and despite his teammate going down, picking up 2 nice elims. Now, switching over, we're gonna see a nice 1v2 situation here in the Storm. Deuces and Tickers, they have a Storming down there, and Rusky is trapped on the low ground. Edison's way down, they put the pressure, clean up the elim, not taking too much storm damage because they're able to jump in the Stormwing, run away. Great shot here. Commander Nate Hill on the low ground to pick up Blue Tea, and he regains the high ground, leaving himself in a position to drop shots on Zayt. Really good rotation, and then coming out, the last one, we're going to talk about securing elims. We saw the snipe to get this, but you want to lock that up and make sure you get that bonus 50 shield on hit, cleaning up Lennon down there on the low ground. Great play from them. Can't wait to see what happens in the end game.
As you've got Jaeyoung and Blind and Takata all nearby. The next zone has been revealed. We'll make sure to show you guys exactly where that stacks up. 56 players remaining. You see Jaeyoung and Blind very happy to be in this new zone. Closey and Chap are in as well. They're just on the cusp of that damage threshold. But now this is where these lobbies begin to drop like flies, Lupo. When everyone's got to begin to move. 52 players remaining right now, but expect that number to dwindle quick.
Jaeyoung and Blind looking for any opportunity for a third party to catch someone rotating. That's Frosty saying just behind the hill there. Not on the same team, but Jaeyoung's trying to take advantage of the opportunity there. A lot of loot sitting out in the open, and Tyler's going to swing in just past. You see him shoot past the screen right there. That the launch pad being very important for rotations. 50 players left, 49 players as the next storm starts to push, and everyone that is stuck outside of that white circle in your minimap is going to be in a tough spot of forced rotation. You're looking for people to start popping their rift to goes. A launch pad, you're going to see a lot of people recycle launch pads to try and move into this safe zone. Players will literally land on top of each other and build up as fast as possible. Cloak and Chap still running here, still alive. Multiple teams. Looks like Nick Merckx knocked down in there. It looks like actually Tfue had knocked Nick and secured that elimination. Nick Merckx out of this first game. Cloak and Chap sitting on 4 eliminations. That means they have secured a point already, Jack. An excellent spot to be in. The leaderboard, very important even in these early games. Every single elimination counts. Chap and Cloak both having to build and defend themselves. The edit's very important. You'll see quick resets to look through. They want to make those walls transparent so they can see any chance for a third-party shot.
And there's still a launch pad of the inventory of Cloaksy. They're actually close as well towards where this next zone will be. You see how far they're going to have to move for this next circle. We're about to be on storm 6 of 9 as it's pushing forward. Here we go. They're going to have a minute to make this move. 38 players remaining, 24 teams. So there's a lot of solos out there now, Lupo, trying to clutch on up for their squad. As here we go, the train now begins. Morgassi, bottom left of your screen. Nolan as well. 2 of the players, well, you see Morgassi, the winner of the summer skirmish. You got Nolan, the winner of the winter skirmish. Still both in this lobby.
This rotation in just outside the zone. Some players try and push as close to the edge of the storm as early as possible. They want to be on the front of the push. The effort to try and get into the safe zone ahead of everyone else is extremely apparent. Morgassi building out of his mind to try and get up over this hill.
Only 16 builds left, 15 builds, 14, 13, 12,
are
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. He's got nothing left. He's got no builds left, and just like that, Clarity comes through and hits him right in the face on that elimination.
Like Morgassi built the wall and edited his own window. Cloak gets caught from behind. Other players are still rotating in, and Chap is going to be left all by himself. He's not going to be able to go out. Actually, look, the storm is rotating back. Chap might still be able to get to him if he a lot of hustle to get there, and it's not. There's not enough.
Yeah, there's no way you go for that in that situation. But because of the zone, I think he's going to, yeah, he can stop and pop this medkit because it went directly back where he was. They've also got their tunnels that they've already used. 23 players remaining. Chap with 3 limbs to his name. Sam with 3 as well. Looks like Bowman now knocked. Vivid still alive, but barely. They do have a combined 4 eliminations, which will give them 1 point. Remember, via placement, you need to be top 5 to earn a point for placement in this duo competition. Vivid just bouncing around right now. Here's players above, trying to save some of those materials. Only 33 players left. Also, only 21 AR shots. That's a knock on the Funk Bomb. Can he go for the full cleanup? It doesn't appear so as of yet.
At this point, it might not be a big deal. The hope that Funk Bomb maybe gets caught by another player rotating to the same area.
Super far zone for him.
Everybody's got to move east, southeast, Jack.
DMO with 6 eliminations.
Are you kidding me?
I think they just got to 8 with Tfue still alive. Oh, no, they didn't. Okay, I thought Tfue wound up getting that elim. Either way, 7 eliminations so far. That's going to wind up putting them at 2 points in this game.
Now it's 8 eliminations,
8,
Jack.
And now any more elims they get is big bonus to start off game 1. 9 comes in. It's already a big bonus. 2 teams remaining. Can this be a ridiculous first game for DMO and Tfue? They could go for max points, plus the big bonus. Tfue popping some shields. They've got to continue to move. They're playing the low ground. Sam and crew trying to drop bomb down. Tfue the target of both enemies right now. DMO drops him in and chunks him down. It's a 2 versus 1. Tfue and DMO already with 10 eliminations. The big bonus has kicked in. It all comes down to Sam. The man has 3 elims alone. DMO and Tfue. Advantage in this game. Not many builds left. You see DMO still with 40 structures he can build. Tfue down to just 2. Here's a split of the duo. Sam up top with the heavy sniper rifle, trying to look for the opening. Again, still playing this low ground. They've got some traps to use as well if they'd like to. This is just game 1. Sam charging on in. DMO and Tfue trying to break through these walls. Sam still on the high ground. Sam now weak, and there he goes! DMO and Tfue, 11 eliminations, and the victory royale. What a surprise! Tfue's on top.
Absolutely unbelievable. These two, Ghost Gaming and FaZe, both have to feel fantastic about that. And this duo, picking up the first victory royale. The final moments here, you see Psalm trying to assert dominance with that top-down view, but height isn't always the advantage. DMO and Tfue both applying pressure constantly. You saw DMO there shooting out the surface that Psalm was standing on, so Tfue could get that one last shot in, get that last elimination, secure the first victory royale of the day, Jack.
Was that just a 9-point game?
It was indeed.
I think that was a 9-point game.
So let's take a look here at the standings. I mean, Demo and Tfue taking first place, total of 11 eliminations, 9 points total, activating that big bonus. Coming in second was Bowman and Vivid with 7 elims, 4 total points for them. Chap and Cloaksy bringing up third place, 4 elims, total of 2 points.
Yeah, it's really cool to see Cloak and Tfue already doing an outstanding job being in that top 3, and I was mistaken in the interview. They were able to secure 11 eliminations, so Turner was right. He did get 2. Okay, good job, Turner.